sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it.
Listen, stop feeling sorry for you. But come on then, what's wrong with you? You're too that you gotta fall on the fire.
What's up, people? Today, we're diving into one of the hottest debates in the MMA world. Who's going to be the next UFC champion in each weight class? This year, we've got contenders on the rise, young stars looking to take over, and some serious talent ready to dethrone the current champs. Let's jump right into it and start with the heavyweights. Tom Aspinall is no longer a contender, but instead, the interim champ, or if you want to be realistic, he is the rightful heavyweight champ. But let's not get into the politics. Instead, as a potential future champ, a name that can't be overlooked is Alexander Drago Volkov. Standing at 6 feet 7 inches with a reach that most fighters can only dream of, Volkov has been a constant threat in the division. Over the years, he's sharpened his striking, using his height and long reach to pick apart opponents from a distance. Volkov's experience, combined with his precise kickboxing, makes him one of the most dangerous fighters in the heavyweight division. Since losing to Tom Aspinall 2 years ago, Volkov made waves with back-to-back victories, showing that he's still improving and evolving as a fighter. His most recent win against Sergey Pavlovich was a statement, proving that he's still a top contender by dominating an opponent who many regarded as the next potential heavyweight champ. With a few key wins under his belt, Volkov could be next in line for a title shot. His experience, combined with his lethal striking, puts him right in the mix to become the next UFC heavyweight champion in 2024. But it won't be easy with Tom Aspinall absolutely humiliating these heavyweights. Moving on to the light heavyweight division, Magomed Ankalaev is a name you cannot ignore. With his well-rounded skill set, Ankalaev is one of the most complete fighters at 205 pounds. His combination of crisp striking and impenetrable defense has frustrated some of the best fighters in the division. Ankalaev is a tactical genius in the octagon, and his ability to shut down opponents while picking them apart makes him a terrifying challenge for anyone. Ankalaev's biggest strength is his versatility. He can strike with precision, out-grapple even seasoned wrestlers, and maintain composure in the most high-pressure situations. He was on a 5-fight win streak until his controversial draw against Jan Błachowicz, which only made him hungrier than ever. He was supposed to fight the champion Alex Pereira this year. However, that didn't go as planned. Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev will eventually take place, but as of recently, most people have Ankalaev as the favorite due to his dominance on the ground, which many believe Pereira will struggle with. Ankalaev could very well be the next UFC light heavyweight champion. In the middleweight division, one rising star you need to watch is Caio Borralho. From the Fighting Nerds gym, this Brazilian fighter has been quietly climbing the ranks, showcasing a dangerous mix of technical striking and high-level jiu-jitsu. With his well-rounded skill set, Borralho can dominate opponents, whether he's on the feet or controlling them on the ground. His fight IQ and ability to adapt make him a tough puzzle to solve in the middleweight division. Borralho is on an impressive winning streak, proving he has what it takes to compete with the best. His mix of explosive striking and slick submission skills makes him a huge threat to anyone at 185 pounds. His recent fight against Jared Cannonier was exciting and showed he can stand with the best strikers in the division. He continues to improve with each fight. With his elite grappling and evolving stand-up, Caio Borralho has the potential to be the next UFC middleweight champion. At welterweight, one of the most dangerous fighters rising through the ranks is Shavkat Rakhmonov. Undefeated and with a 100% finish rate, Rakhmonov is the definition of a well-rounded threat. Whether it's striking or grappling, this guy can do it all, and he does it with terrifying precision. He's calm, composed, and yet when he smells blood, he goes in for the kill like no other. Rakhmonov's ability to seamlessly switch between striking and grappling makes him one of the most complete fighters in the welterweight division. His dominant victories over top contenders have put the entire division on notice. As he has now climbed the rankings and is sitting in the number 3 spot, it's only a matter of time before Rakhmonov gets his shot at UFC gold. Rakhmonov is said to be next in line to fight the new welterweight champ Belal Muhammad, and with his finishing ability, Shavkat Rakhmonov is my pick to be the next welterweight champion. At featherweight, a new contender is starting to capture everyone's attention, Diego Lopes. This Brazilian phenom has been making waves with his thrilling fighting style, blending dangerous submissions with aggressive, unrelenting striking. Whether he's on his feet or on the mat, Lopes is a constant threat to anyone in the division. Lopes is super entertaining to watch, and with his funky hairstyle, he always has fans talking. What sets Lopes apart is his killer instinct. He's got the heart of a warrior and the skills to match, finishing fights with slick submissions and overwhelming his opponents with pressure. His ability to control the pace of the fight and pull off crafty grappling maneuvers makes him a nightmare for anyone. He recently beat the number 3 ranked Brian Ortega, almost knocking him out in the very first round, which has boosted his stocks massively. With a few more key wins, Diego Lopes could be right in line for a title shot, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's holding the featherweight belt early 2025. In the bantamweight division, the fighter everyone's watching closely is Umar Nurmagomedov. Coming from the famed Nurmagomedov lineage, Umar combines the relentless wrestling pressure that made his cousin, Khabib, a champion, with his own slick striking and incredible agility. He's a nightmare for anyone who steps into the cage with him. Umar's ability to mix elite-level grappling with dynamic stand-up makes him one of the most well-rounded fighters in the division. He's undefeated and continues to look more dangerous with every fight. His cardio, fight IQ, and technique make him a future champion in the making. He has proven himself against a top 5 opponent in Corey Sandhagen in a dominant victory. He is supposedly next in line to fight the newly crowned champion, Merab Dvalishvili. Umar versus Merab will be an interesting fight, with Umar having the advantage due to his versatility in the octagon. There's little doubt that Umar Nurmagomedov is next in line to claim the UFC Bantamweight title. Someone to also keep an eye on in the Bantamweight division is Deiveson Figueiredo, who was a former flyweight champion but moved up. He has made some noise since joining the division and has already dismantled high-level competition in Cody Garbrandt and Marlon Chito Vera. Figgy has the potential to become a 2-division champion and should be included in this list. In the flyweight division, rising star Tatsuro Taira has been quietly building a reputation as one of the most dangerous up-and-comers in the UFC. Hailing from Japan, Taira is a master of blending crisp striking with elite-level grappling, and at just 24 years old, he's only getting better. With his calm composure and technical prowess, he's quickly becoming a top threat in the division. Taira's submission game is deadly, and his ability to control opponents on the ground makes him a nightmare for anyone who tries to grapple with him. But don't forget about his striking. Taira has shown he can hang with the best on the feet, picking his shots with surgical precision. As he continues his ascent in the flyweight division, it's only a matter of time before Tatsuro Taira finds himself in title contention. With his well-rounded game, I wouldn't be surprised if late 2025 is the year he becomes the next flyweight champion. The full women's division will be covered in the next video. However, let's have a look at the women's pound-for-pound ranking and who you can expect to find herself on top of those rankings. Enter Natalia Silva. This Brazilian striker has taken the UFC by storm with her sharp, dynamic striking and unrelenting pressure. Silva's speed and ability to mix up her attacks keep her opponents guessing, making her one of the most dangerous up-and-comers in the division. Silva isn't just an exceptional fighter, her overall fight IQ is impressive. She knows when to push the pace and when to counter, and her ability to manage distance is next level. With several dominant wins under her belt, Silva has proven she can handle top competition. As she continues to climb the rankings, Natalia Silva is positioning herself as a serious contender for the UFC Women's Flyweight title, and I could personally see her being top of the rankings in the pound-for-pound list and dominating her division in spectacular fashion. So there you have it, the next UFC champions in every weight class. Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments which fighters you think will take over in 2025. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more epic UFC breakdowns.